In this example, we'll continue with common factors and the greatest common factor using the method that was discussed in the book. So find the greatest common factor of the given numbers. So the method was to find the GCF of two or more numbers, find all the factors of the numbers separately, and then find the largest factor they have in common. So let's find all the factors of 4. Well, using our factor pair method, we know 4 is 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. That's as high as we have to check, so the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. The factors of 6 are 1 times 6 and then 2 times 3. And that's the highest we have to go for 6. So 6's factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now let's see what factors they have in common. Well, they both have 1 and 2 in common. So the greatest common factor or GCF will be the largest of those two numbers, which is 2. Let's look at the next example, 5 and 10. Well, 5 is a prime number. The only way to factor 5 is 1 times 5. So its factors are 1 and 5. And 10 can be factored as 1 times 10, 2 times 5. We can try 3. We should check up to 3. And 3 goes into 10 3 times, but with a remainder. So 3 is not a factor of 10. So 10's factors are 1, 2, 5, and 10. So their common factors are both 1 and 5, making their greatest common factor the larger of those numbers, which is 5. Let's look at a few more. Here we have 12 and 13. Well, 12 can be factored as 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. 13 is prime, so it can only be factored as 1 times itself. So 1 and 13. So the only common factors in these lists, the only common factor is 1. So the greatest common factor is the only factor, which is 1. For our last example, we have 3 numbers. So let's start with 2. 2 is 1 times 2, and that's it. 4 can be written as 1 times 4, or 2 times 2. So its factors are 1, 2, and 4. 8 can be factored as 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. That's as high as we have to check. 3 does not go in, so we have 1, 2, 4, and 8. So now we factor them. We need the largest factor they have in common. Well, they each have a 1. And they each have a 2. Okay. Now notice both 4 and 8 have the common factor 4, but we want to find the greatest common factor of all 3 numbers. So the only numbers that are in all 3 factor lists are 1 and 2. So the greatest common factor is the larger number of 1 and 2, which is 2.